Imagine you encounter a new food that you've never tasted before. You take a bite, savor the flavor, and then, for whatever reason, decide it's just not for you. But what if we told you that sometimes, whether or not you're going to like a certain food was already decided the day you were born? Well, today, we're going to take a look at the genetic reasons why you like and dislike certain foods. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. After that, please leave a comment and let us know what other food, science-related topics you would like to hear about. Okay, hope you're ready for a little taste of science. For those of us who haven't been in a biology class for a while, a typical person can differentiate 5 different families of flavor: sweet, salt, sour, bitter, and umami, which is what they call savory, meaty type flavors. There are rumors of a 6th flavor, but only the Macho Man was brave enough to snap into it.
Oh yeah!
Our taste buds age just like the rest of our bodies, so they can become less sensitive over time, which is one reason why certain foods may taste different to us as we get older. However, not all taste buds were created equally. For example, different people can have different numbers of taste bud receptors, and some people have buds that are super attuned to detecting bitter tastes. Once the taste buds relay the information they gather, taste is mostly up to the brain, and the brain's perception of whether something tastes good or bad can be shaped by a person's personal history. For example, early childhood experiences with food, even ones that happen while we're still in the womb or still breastfeeding, can influence how we perceive taste throughout the rest of our lives. Negative experiences with food, like getting food poisoning or crashing your car while eating a Whopper, can also alter whether or not the brain reads a taste as good or bad. Hormonal changes have also been known to be another factor in how we experience taste. For example, lower levels of serotonin, often found in people who suffer from depression, seem to diminish our ability to differentiate between sweet, sour, and bitter flavors, as if depression wasn't depressing enough already. There are those of us who would love to be a guest on Hot Ones, and there are those of us who would drown ourselves in milk before the end of the first question. The painful sensation that comes from spicy cuisine is actually caused by a substance called capsaicin, which irritates the sensory neurons in tissue. The chemical essentially binds itself to the neuron's heat receptor, which triggers something akin to the feeling we get when something is too hot, as in just came out of the microwave hot. In other words, spicy is really a kind of injury to your mouth. So when a person eats spicy food, their body responds to the pain that comes with spice as if they're in danger from poison or attack. That also gives them a spike of adrenaline, which is why adrenaline junkies tend to gravitate towards spicy cuisine. So expect Tom Cruise to do a heat challenge in the next Mission Impossible. But how much capsaicin do you need to feel the burn is going to depend on your DNA. A 2012 study of identical twins found that genetic factors accounted for anywhere from 18 to 58% of variations in the enjoyment of spicy food. You probably can't do anything about your DNA unless you're planning on becoming an X-Man anytime soon. But if you're the disciplined type, you can train yourself to like spicy foods by just eating them a lot. Without getting too far into the science, repeated exposure to spicy foods will train your pain receptors to stop sending signals to your brain. If you want to try it, the pros recommend starting out with small exposures to spice, like putting some red pepper on your pizza and then slowly working your way up from there. The catch is, you have to keep eating spicy foods, or eventually everything will go back to normal and you'll be right back to where you